Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dire Bear. Welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the Bard with no name. We have a special episode tonight of Falskallan Nights. Seeing as two of our players could not make it due to circumstances out of their control, we decided to continue to run our game, but as a little side story to what's happening at this point. So that is why we're going in with only 4 people and me. So at this point, before we go, let's get into tonight's announcements. Tom?
Thank you, JT, and thank you, Adventurer, for joining us tonight in Falskalla. We've got more than your usual brand of chaos in store, as JT so lovingly teased. As Team Them begins to plan Diamondback's rescue, Yimmer has decided to deal with his emotions the only way he knows how to. Crime! Our beloved dwarven roguelike is looking to break bad, and we genuinely have no idea what to expect. Thankfully, we're well equipped to handle all sorts of unexpected in-game shenanigans with our first sponsor, D&D Beyond. Their platform allows us to keep all our campaign info and character sheets in one place. They've got character creation tools, expandable notes sections, and just about every source book or character species you can name. They even have entire sections devoted to homebrewing. So if, say, one of your players wanted to come up with the fantasy equivalent of the little pills that help you, rise and shine, if you catch my drift, well, now you can do that. You can use it for other things too. The homebrew tools, not the pills. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for continuing to sponsor us in our weird side quests. Now, if you're looking for a little more musical medicine, might I suggest our next sponsor, Ep5 May Vary. They are a genre-hopping, hard-rocking, dice-rolling band of magnificent musicians from Newmarket, Ontario, who, along with keeping the company afloat, also wrote and performed the wonderful theme song you hear at the end of every Dire Bear stream. They balance toe-tapping tunes with mental health advocacy, and 2 of their esteemed number are even on one of our D&D shows. You can seek them out on YouTube, Spotify, just about anywhere music is streamed. You can also reach out to them on Facebook and Instagram. Their music is designed to be enjoyed by everyone. Side effects may include feelings of happiness, an impulsive desire to move rhythmically, a drive to share with others, and a compulsion to follow the band on social media. As always, though, individual effects may vary. But the ranks of Dire Bear sponsors are not limited only to official D&D websites and wonderful Canadian rock bands. If you so choose, yes, you, dear viewer, can join the rarefied air of Dire Bear supporters. How, you might ask? By joining us on Patreon and perusing the wonderful rewards available to you. Discord privileges, merch, mentions at the end of our streams, which on Wednesday nights now once again include patented Diamondback parody songs. There's even a tier that gives you access to monthly voice acting lessons with yours truly. That's right. If you're looking for the perfect voice for your rough and tumble rogue, your upstanding paladin, or your goblin who's just the ultimate embodiment of chaotic neutral, hop on over to patreon.com/direbearac and become part of the magic. While you're at it, you can also wear your Dire Bear love on your sleeve, your legs if you're creative, your head, and honestly, you're most of you. Hit up the Dire Bear merch store on Streamlabs to find some roaring great merchandise for all your nerdy needs. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and, well, again, the Daddy Diamondback hot pants exist in one pair, and those are all mine, but stay tuned. Thanks to Alyssa for that. And we have Dire Bear's tried, tested, and tremendous Pride merch, including the Beyond Alignment line of tank tops and t-shirts. Variants include the non-binary, trans, and BLM Pride colors. They're a great reminder that human rights are a year-round battle, so slap on some highly inclusive geek chic and let them know that nothing attracts bears like Dire Bear. JT, back over to you.
Okay, well, I guess there's no other way to get into this, though. Let's just do it. Welcome into tonight's episode of Falskallan Nights. Last time on Falskallan Nights, Yimmer decided to start a drug trade, trying to get into the on-varian socialite scene using his only connection that has not been Diamondback into all these things is Cordillia Silverfin, having a night of fun before realizing Diamondback was taken. Diamondback Yimmer has decided to, well, stick it to the man by creating his own drug trade. But with that, he needs help. And so what is he going to go to? Well, Cordelia and her brothers, which at this point, this will be about, well, pretty much right after you had the meeting with Pride and Ivory. So at that point, when everybody's off doing their own thing, Yimmer, you meet up with Cordelia Silverfin at her place in Ashhorn's Hollow, and her brothers have followed suit because, well, they're not living with mom and dad no more. So you're in this really beautiful like townhouse that's all part of like a strip row kind of thing. Even though she's more or less like 25, her mid 20s at this point, and her brothers are earlier 20s. So very young for gnomish standards, but I still mean out exploring the world. And well, when you have daddy's money, well, you have the ability to be free.
We're at parties every night.
Basically.
Starting a drug trade on a random Monday.
What, you gonna start on a Saturday? That's when the parties are happening.
We gotta get it up and running before Saturday.
Exactly. If you're gonna try, you're gonna try a little bit harder, and you'll get somewhere with it. That being the case, this is beautiful. It is still like one more upscale than any sort of like your standard townhouses. It's definitely catering to the younger crowd, and the whole neighborhood, or at least this little block section that you're in, is very much a younger crowd. It seems like the people that wanted to get away from their parents, but not too far.
No, seriously, it's great, bro. Anytime I need my laundry done, I just have to like put it in this big sack and walk it on back to mom and dad's mansion, and it's fine.
It's been interesting. Uh, 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 you ever go to like a bath and like they do it for you?
Bathhouses wash your clothes?
Well, like
they're
the
just-
good ones.
Yeah. Oh, that costs money, right?
Well, yeah, but you know, you got
Yeah,
money,
no,
right?
no. My parents do it well, my parents' servants do it for free.
Oh, okay. Well, how would you like to make some money?
Hell yeah, man.
Excellent. So I was thinking that you guys all like parties, and yeah, like yeah, obviously, yeah, yeah, Cordelia, I know. Ah,
I like the
anyways,
bathrooms at parties with you. Just saying.
so I was thinking
I need the
making
pickle
introductions.
juice.
Straight face.
If I'm gonna survive this night, I need it.
So it begins. So anyways, I was thinking that like we, spread those kind of nice feelings, those nice vibes, as you guys say, to other people. And so they would then give us money because we have the best stuff. And then, we just make more money, go to bigger parties, throw bigger parties, and, does that sound good to you guys?
Hell yeah.
Just making sure we talking about drugs or hookers.
Why not both?
Isn't it both?
Well, I was thinking more of the party favors. If you're thinking of people, that if you would like to do that, that is entirely up to you. I'm quite happy with Cordelia here, your sister. So you know, like if any of them are interested in us, then yeah, definitely. But you know, that not yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
no.
we can spice it up a little bit every once in a while, babe.
Oh, we'll spice it up a lot.
But hell
Don't
yeah.
you worry.
Hell yeah.
So, the thing is, the stuff I need is not that easy to get. And that's where you all come in. I need a little help, if you get my drift. Like, I'm more of a talkie-talkie guy. You guys are more like... you? If you know what I mean?
We
Do
punch
you?
things.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I
can
need
get
you to do,
behind
or at
punching
least
things.
threaten, make them think that's what you'll do. If everything goes well, then you won't punch anyone, and that's okay. But if it happens, it happens. Does that sound good to everyone?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay, so I was thinking, what kind of stuff do you think would like the people really like the most? Like, do they want to be like up and at 'em all night? Are they wanting to be like up and at 'em all night? Are they wanting to just relax, things like that? Like, what do you think will sell the best?
Well, what kind of parties are we having? Because if we're having those kind of parties, then you're wanting to be up and at 'em.
It sounds good to me. Like, I'm not going to say no to that, guys. Like, she's your sister. It's a bit awkward for, I imagine, all this. I don't know how this goes. But, like, me and her, yeah, definitely.
Sorry, tuned out for a sec. What are we talking about?
Okay, we're doing it this way. Wow, I'm not used to this. Is this how Diamondback always felt?
The blind leading the blind, right?
I've assembled a team with a certain set of skills.
What those are, I do not know. Not have assembled them. Okay, in that case, let's get the uppity up stuff. So that means that we're gonna have to get a little bit of what was that? What are those things that go open shut in, and like they have like a little ball in them?
Well, there was this one girl I dated one time, and she. Oh no, I think we're talking about something entirely different here.
Yeah, it's like in the water, not a lady. Clip clappers, whatever. Clip clappers, clams. That's what it is.
Oh, with the pretty pearls in the center.
Yeah, pearls. Do you like pearls?
I do
I'll get
like
you pearls.
pearls. Yes, please.
Okay, I'll get you some pearls. Anyways, so we need to get clams, but we need special clams. We need blue clams. We need lots of blue clams. You're not really supposed to buy blue clams. There aren't many blue clams. So we need to go to a special guy that sells blue clams. If you understand what I mean.
Like out of town?
No. Like more like Undertown.
Why don't we just go get red clams and paint them?
I like where your head's at. not quite going to do the same thing. Tried that once. I was not able to party for a long time. So we do not get the red clams. Understand?
Not red.
No red clams. So, we are all going to go get blue clams from the special guy that doesn't have a name. We don't need to know his name. It's better if you don't know his name. Just let me do the talking, but look all like tough like. And Cordelia, you be you. Oh yeah. So we are going to go find Blue Clam Man.
It's off to a great start.
Yeah.
Yimmer, make a history check, please. And I mean, Arthan and Cullen, please make an intelligence check for me, please.
Oh no.
History check.
All right.
History check for you.
Ooh, that's a solid 0 modifier to that.
Oh God.
It's an 11.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
4 on the dice. I'm making that a 2.
Juju. By the way, Juju, you're not on camera. Is that purpose?
Yes, that's because she's asleep behind me.
Oh.
Sleeping.
Just put a blanket over her. She'll be fine.
She's enclosed right now in the curtain.
What?
I'll show you.
That was
later.
that was a sentence I did not think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's a 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Yimmer, you, although you have not started your own drug trade before, you having your underground connections through the tailor shop, you know of a few people in around that would be able to procure items that you may need. And so they all work individually, but the one that you more than likely have made the strongest connection with, and I use that term loosely, is Ardok. He's a man who lives in the in Old Town. Just give me un momento, please. Yeah, he lives in Old Town out by the wharf. It's where whenever you would stop in, you would go in and get supplies for creating any sort of like poisons or poultices that may not be strictly above board, which is usually all the time. So if you were looking for anything along those lines, you would have to go into Old Town itself and do that. But you know exactly where to go.
Okay. Make our way there.
Yeah, you would start making your way through there. Make
So many tiny steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yep.
I have a soundboard. I should use it, but I only have chaos at this point. So you bundle up and gather all your warmer clothes because it is somewhat of a chillier winter evening. And you start heading into Old Town. Walking past the guild hall. Yeah, walking past the guild hall and through the main thoroughfares, you eventually make your way into the wharf district, where it has been much relaxed since the last time you were there. Actually, I don't think you were ever there. Never mind. I think the only person here who was actually there was Juju.
Do you get to the wharf district very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
This is why do you go where the help is? But it's currently dusk going into the night. So the air is starting to get a little more crisp. Heading further in, you start seeing the buildings, the warehouses, and the cranes that are meant to unload the more heavier duty ships that come in for supply drop-offs, and some of the lower barges that transfer goods between Ashorn's Hollow and Old Town. And so you walk in through some of the side streets that have basically are very tight and closed alleyways that are almost over thatched with like certain little bridges that connect between buildings. It's kind of like how some buildings would have those causeways that go in between. It's very much that sort of feeling. Uh, and eventually you make it to what it seems to be an inconspicuous door at the side of a building, and there's a thieves' cant mark on it, and it says Aldoc. Ardoc, sorry. The scene is yours.
So Yimmer will go up to the door, and it's Aldoc?
ARDOK. Ardoc.
Ardoc. So Yimmer will go up to the door and go, knock, knock for Aldoc.
What you failed to see before was there's a little slat on the door. It just that's not the password.
Oh, hey Aldoc, it's me, Yim.
I'm not Ardoc. That's not
Oh.
the password.
Oh, can you tell me the password?
Make a persuasion check.
So 26.
26. Jesus.
Remember,
You're
I
funny.
have expertise.
I know. I forgot. I forgot about this. You're, you just see the
Now,
eyes.
yeah.
You see the eyes just narrow. Just, I like you, funny man. The door opens. And what you see in front of you is like the door is made for more or less like a dwarven, like a very small man. What stands in front of you is um is a minotaur. Like full on, and he's crouched down just looking into the doorway.
Oh,
You're looking for Ardoc, right?
yes. Yeah.
Follow me.
Okay.
And you turn around, and the room is actually surprisingly big compared to what the door size is. It was more or less something that was kind of looks like it was retroactively made to fit more regular sized people.
Okay.
But in this room is a bunch of crates. Two other men sitting at a table, like a rounded table, playing what looks to be a round of three dragons ante. And one of them is not doing too bad, but the other one is cheating his ass right off and somehow getting away with it. But heading in further, you notice that you go into a room where you see this absolutely obese dwarven man, beard that comes all the way down, like it's basically touching his feet, but he has everything he's sitting back, he's not even bothering getting up. He looks up. Is that Yimmer?
Oh, Doc. How have you been?
You forgot the password, didn't you?
Maybe. But I know it now. It's I like you, funny man.
He turns over to the Minotaur and you're lucky I like you. Just go. Just make sure that those two don't kill each other. The Minotaur just right thing, boss. Walks off. So, obviously you're here. What do you want?
Oh, Ardok, I want to see you. It's been so long, and I was thinking, my friends here, they, and my friends here, my lady friend, well, more than a lady friend, but Cordelia. This is Ardok, one of my best mates going way back.
As soon as you say Cordelia, he's like, oh, where are my manners? He starts getting up. He just comes in, kind of pushes you out of the way. Young lady, how are you doing here? You're muted.
Love that for me. Put my hand out. Ooh, hello, Ardok.
Yimmer, I didn't know you had the capabilities.
Well, that's kind of why I'm here. Is sometimes you need a little extra to bait the worm, if you will. Uh, and so kind of on that, I knew that you were someone who has the finest in aphrodisiacs, if you will. And I was hoping to get my hands on some blue clams.
You're looking to buy clams off of me. My dear, how did you get yourself intertwined with this man?
Well, he just wooed me at a party and I couldn't help myself. I mean, have you seen him?
I have seen a lot of that man, and honestly, I wish I didn't.
Well, I am going to disagree with you completely. I want more.
Yeah. Well, I see, my dear. He hasn't actually let go of your hand since he's and you start noticing the faint smell of like almost moldy bread and cheese on his breath. Well, then how many units are you asking for? Just for
Um,
yourself? A small party? Well, what are you trying to do?
well, I was thinking in a bit of a larger quantity. Um, see, I'm able to kind of make things, and that's one of those things. And so, like, obviously, if you would be helping me, like, brother to brother, kind of, like we go way back, and, I could supply you with, some wonderful product, uh, free of charge, of course, given that you would be doing me a solid.
So are you taking my product and changing it, or are you just selling my product as your own?
Oh, I'm changing it. I would not want to sell it as my own. No, 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 no. That's not right. I'm going to change it, add a few things, make it a little more palatable. Because we all know that you're not exactly supposed to go around with blue clams. So I'm going to change it, and it's actually kind of a really nice liquid. Like you just take a little bit, and tastes like a little bit salty. Uh,
I don't need to understand the sciences behind it.
Good, because I
How
don't
about
want.
this? You pay for, let's say, 100 units.
Okay.
You go and change it, and you bring it back to me. And then I'll see if I can sell it.
Oh, the well, I think we could try that. That would be something that could be done.
Did you,
Uh,
did you think this through? Because you need distribution. Either that or what? They're gonna sell these two meatheads out on the side of the street, trying to sling it.
well, not quite. Like, I would be more than happy to go into like a partnership, if that's kind of what you're entailing. Uh, we can make it. We have our own network, but you obviously have the ability to go here and there, and you know how to get lots of things to lots of places really quietly, and that's definitely a very important thing.
Hmm. Buy 100 of my units, make it, and we'll see where this goes.
Okay.
Good. That'll be 50 platinum.
I'm sorry.
100. Try to move that amount of units in one motion. It's very dangerous work.
Ah,
It's okay, babe. I got it. She pulls out her coin purse.
oh,
And
I
just
knew I
hands
loved
her.
you.
Yeah, Yimmer, I see why you keep it around now. Oh. My dear, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Bella! You see the Minotaur come back. Yes, boss. 100 units for these guys. And could you be a dear and bring it outside for them? You know I can't fit through the door. I know you can't fit through the door. Bring it outside for them anyway.
Do you have like a cart or something that we could? Could you get it to a location for us? Given that you are very capable and we are also very small.
No.
Huh.
I provide the units. I don't provide the transportation.
Okay. Because we walked here.
You should have thought that through.
Well, I didn't think I was going to get 100. Like, I know you're good, but like, and I didn't think you had it right here, right now.
My friend Yimmer, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things about business. As he finally lets go of Cordillia's hand. He kind of waddles his way over, and even though he's a dwarf, he actually stands almost like a head taller than you. He's almost like a small human at this point. He comes in, he wraps his arm around you, and it's like just a ball of massive flesh and skin just lands right over your neck and into your shoulder. The meaty hand grabs your shoulder and just you feel the strength in behind them. Never agreed to the first offer. You could have bargained me down.
Yeah, but I thought I would do you a solid, and so that you could like do me a solid, friend to friend. Seeing
Oh,
as
the
we
solid
are-
that I'm doing is the fact that I'm allowing you to do this.
Huh.
If
Cordia
you're
is
trying
not-
to make your own product, you either find your own distribution unit or find your own distribution, or you accept the part that you're in and start making and then selling within what you know.
Okay.
You know me, I get things everywhere.
Okay. Well, yes, I will remember that. Cordelia, do we have a wagon?
I'm sure mom and dad do. We
Ah,
could just like go walk over to their house and I could be like, hey, daddy, daddy, I really need a horse and a wagon right now. And I'm sure he'd give us one.
uh, yeah, yeah. If I guess that's the best option.
Okay, but I haven't finished counting these pieces of platinum yet. Can you finish that? Because like I can't
Yeah.
get past like 12.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can do that.
Okay, great.
This is so painful. I'm so glad I'm off cam.
Yimmer's the smartest with a 10.
Oh boy.
I'm so glad we did this.
Oh boy.
So yeah. I'll count it out. Can you go get a wagon? And then, yeah, we'll be on our way.
Okay, Cullen, you coming?
But sorry, I was daydreaming. What we doing?
You're going to Mom and Dad's house to get a cart and a horse.
Oh, I forgot to bring my laundry. Fine.
I mean, we could stop at the house to go get all of our laundry.
No,
and
if you could just go get the cart now, that would be great. That's very important that we do that now.
Okay, babe. Got it.
Yeah, I can buy new clothes tomorrow anyway.
I like that idea. Let's go shopping.
Yeah.
So you guys leave Ardok's place and go on an adventure. At this point, Yimmer, you're counting all the platinum out and ensuring that the units are there. And honestly, the units are just 3 really large barrels of, well, blue clams. It's and I mean, at this point, it's gonna take Cordelia and Cullen probably about a couple of hours for them to be able to get the thing, get the cart, and knowing them, they'll probably go grab their laundry anyway.
And then maybe a snack.
And then
because,
maybe
it's a day, so we need lunch. And then after lunch, we have to go get wine because we
It's
can't have
night.
food without wine.
It's nighttime.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, then we exactly.
Well,
Still an
since you woke
in-character
up at
mistake.
noon.
Yeah.
It's lunchtime somewhere, guys.
Eventually, Cordelia will come back. And
Babe, I brought you a cookie.
Oh, thanks, babe. Getting hungry. Where'd you get the cookie?
We stopped in at this really cute bar down Nashgrove's Hollow. It was really, really cute.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
have to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, would have been great if, we could have gone together after you came back here. But that's cool. Thank you.
We can always go again. It's
Okay.
not like it's gonna close down tomorrow, Yim. Jesus.
No, I've just been here with Ardok. Who's awesome. But
Yep.
yeah.
Well, now I'm back. Okay, I'm back now. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to leave now? No, I
No.
just got back. You want me to leave?
No,
'Cause that's what it
no.
seems like.
No. No, my apologies. I'm very happy to see you as always. I was getting hungry and I'm just going to have this cookie because I think I'm hungry. I think that's really what it is, babe. I'm sorry.
Popcorn for this.
In this episode of Falskallan Nights, Yimmer gets into an emotionally manipulative relationship.
See what happens when you arrest Diamondback.
You get soap operas.
You said what to Sally?
So yeah, Arden or Cullen, Arthan, can you do your thing and get these loaded up?
Oh yeah, bro. I can one-hand these, no problem.
Okay, well, I know it's no problem, but it's very important that you do not spill them. These are very expensive.
What's very expensive? I'm sorry. I was doing this trick where you sleep with your eyes open. I saw a dwarf doing it once.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. Back in the game. Back in the game.
Okay.
I need you guys to lift these crates into the wagon.
Oh yeah, easy.
This is how it feels.
Oh yeah, totally, bro. We got this. And Cullen is gonna go and try and one-man one of the barrels.
Okay, I mean, Okay, just make a general strength check.
Right. It's gonna be a 4.
Arthan is just next to him, like, you got this.
It's basically Jim Bros doing Jim Bro things. Like,
It's like the guys down at the training yard say, it's all in the back, just forget about the knees.
Now, I'm pretty sure that's not the way. Oh,
you start heaving at this point, and you see Bella just looking, just bewildered and amused at this point. Do you need help?
Nah, bruh, we're good.
It's
Hey, Arth, bruh, can you help me out with this?
Yeah, I got you.
make,
And he will assist.
make it a get an advantage, please.
Okay, that's a 19.
Okay. So it's basically just like, have you ever seen the video of the guy who plays the Mountain of Game of Thrones, like deadlifting 1,000 pounds, and the whole room is just a room filled with testosterone?
Yeah.
It's literally that moment where you reposition yourself and you're like, oh wait, it's this technique. You start lifting and all you hear in college is going, huh? 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 Just as this hyping move.
Yeah. I got it, bruh. See?
See? I knew you got it.
Told you I could one-man it.
Yeah.
Has anybody got a beer?
You see the two other guys sitting there. They're both human, more like roguish looking people. Like generally like a crossbow slung to their hips. They're drinking a goblet of like what looks to be wine, and as soon as it empties, they like kind of pour out from one of the casks that are right there. Just
Thanks, bruh.
so eventually you guys get them all in. It takes about a good 30 minutes of pep talking. Nobody's helping you. Just watching the spectacle of these wonderful, wonderful people who just spent a lot of money on 100 units of clams.
Yeah. Especially these guys. Like these are the guys who build muscle for show and not for use.
Yep. They cannot wipe their own backside.
Their lads are their own postal codes.
Ugh.
All right, so then at that point, you bring the cart back to the. I would assume you're bringing it back to Cordillia's townhouse. By the way, did you give your townhouse a name?
No.
I just wanted to see if you were going to be quick on that draw.
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. So you bring it back to the townhouse, and so after spending another couple hours loading it back in, back into what would be a basement storage area that has a quick access out into a backyard in more or less like a it's like a backyard and like a joint street where a lot of people would use to get furniture in and out. So at that point, you have 100 units of clams. What is the overarching plan here?
okay. So we got clams. Now, what did we need? We needed clams. We got the blue clams. We need flour. No, not flour. Nectar. Yes. From tulips. Tulip nectar.
So then, Yimmer, uh, so tell me what exactly you want to make out of this.
Basically, liquid vials.
Liquid vials of what? That does what?
This is Gentleman's Aid.
Okay. So basically, sort of like it basically Viagra or an aphrodisiac,
Yes.
or a combination of something.
Yeah, along those lines.
Okay. All right. So you want to do something along those lines. So you've got the clams for the aphrodisiac.
So now we just need.
You basically need to create either a chemical component that will bind with a clam that will allow for a lower rigor, or a natural cause that will allow it to happen. What is this? What is Yimmer's intelligence?
10.
10. So average intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Cordelia, you for the sake of the backstory, you are actually quite intelligent.
Yeah, I just like to play bimbo.
you like to play the bimbo, but you're actually quite smart, and I mean, the manipulation tactics are not for show. But you have a rather stronger scientific background when it comes to anything more or less like chemicals or any sort of like the theory behind stuff. You may not be a chemist per se, but that being said, you have a greater idea of where what could actually be used in something sort of like this. So you've always heard that animal bone, like specific marrows, especially from horn, would be a very good powder agent. What are you laughing at, boy?
So we're just going to start getting rhino tusks.
Yes, Yimmer, it extincts a species. Either that, or you could come up with your own synthesized solution, but you'd have to gain access to a lab to do so.
We don't have one of those in the townhouse, so probably some like animal bones is best. So like, I can go find some bones somewhere. What if we go to the butcher? What if we go to the butcher? Like, they get a lot of animals in. They probably get a lot of like deer, so we can go and get their like big horns and use those.
Oh, bro. We can go hunting, go at like, 5 minutes outside of town, have some servants put up a tent, spend a couple of nights, have the servants kill some deer. It's gonna be great.
That seems like way more work.
Yeah, for the servants, all we do is get drunk around the fire, which they made for us.
That's true, and that can be pretty fun. We can make it a party. Oh my god, we can invite a whole bunch of people out with a whole bunch of
Right?
their servants, and then
Right?
all of their servants can also go hunting while we party.
Okay, so I like that idea. I think we just need to put that at the end. I really like your first idea, Cordelia, babe. That like going to the butcher, like the bones are they're there. Oh, it's
Yeah,
easy.
exactly.
So what I'm thinking, and try and follow me. We do
Okay.
that, and then we should have everything we need. I think. You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean,
We
like,
can
it
always
makes
test it
sense
out.
because, like, we got the clams and now we got the bones, and then, like, you put those two components together and then it makes, like, what we're going for.
Yeah.
It would be a start. Because at that point, you're going to try and you would combine it both together, but then you're trying to make a vial of it. So at that point, you got to start doing an extraction process and everything that goes with that. It's
What if we made pills?
Yeah. just really crisp it out.
Yeah, like rather than doing all this extra work, what if we just like simplified it and it was just like a little bit of powder that you can just like, oh my god, wow.
That does seem a lot easier.
Rather than like just like drinking it,
Yeah, it gets a bit messy, and then you need the vials, and then you like.
And imagine the cost of all of those little vials. If we just had
Oh,
powder,
that's so,
it's so much easier. And then we just
that's
put
so
it in little
smart.
baggies rather than in little like vials, because baggies are going to be cheaper than vials.
Oh, that's so smart.
I know I am. Thanks,
Oh,
babe.
so anyway, we're gonna do that,
Yeah.
and then once we have a bit, like
hmm
a good amount, then we go out hunting. But we invite all your friends, and then we
Yeah.
share with them. Everyone has a really good time, and then they tell their friends, and then it just starts going. And so like we like make it a party, like horned up for hunting horns.
My God, you're so smart.
Oh, not as smart as you.
Oh, baby, you shouldn't have. Oh.
So we're not going hunting this weekend?
Maybe not this weekend, but next weekend. I think we could probably do it by then.
Okay, I'll tell the bros.
Awesome.
Just as just something that you characters would know. I know this is pretty much off the fly, but I mean, there are underground sellers that would sell uh horn of different qualities and various sizes and whatnot would do that. Either that or, sometimes there are hunting rooms that have a taxidermied head on the wall, even though the horns have never really been touched. I'm just saying. There are multiple ways to find the ingredients you need. I'm not gonna just leave you stranded.
Oh, right. Yeah. Doesn't Dad have like some dead animal heads with horns in his living room and his bedroom
Yeah, there's a bunch of
and the
them in
guest
there.
bedroom? Yeah.
Um, I I like where you're coming from, Cullen. I like that. You have a smart head on your shoulders.
Nobody has
Uh,
ever said that to me. Thank you.
you're very welcome. I just worry that that might make your father angry, and I think we want him as he is right now, which is not angry, I think. I don't know, haven't met the man. Uh,
Eh, we don't talk much. I don't know either.
yeah, so I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe let's, if we have to, then we go get the horns. But I think, like, Cordelia had a great idea. Like, if the bones are just laying there, we can always, like, take them. Or, like, I'm sure we can find some, like, other ones that are, like, a little better quality, but also not on someone's relative's wall as a decoration. I just, yeah, that's kind of the way I think about it. And then, yeah, but I do like that. I like the initiative.
Thanks.
So we think,
Bro, the hell's initiative mean?
I don't know. What about the pub, though? They're not relatives.
Oh, bro.
They've
Bro.
got a bunch of horns there.
okay, you said pub. I'm listening.
Yeah, they've got them hanging all over the walls.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, babe, do you know, is this good?
I mean, like, sure, but like they might not have the quantity that we need if we're making like a big batch.
Yeah.
So like if we go out and like buy a whole bunch of bones, then we've got a whole bunch of bones. Whereas if we just nip over to the pub and just get like one head with big antlers on it, then we only have one head.
But the antlers are big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but we need more than
imagine
one head.
a cow and how many bones a cow
2
has.
heads.
I don't
Cow
know.
with 2 heads would be wild.
I think I saw that in a dream once.
Oh my god.
It talked to me. It had 2 different voices. Anyways, we're getting off track. Boy, this is how Diamondback feels. So, yeah, let's go buy bones and see what we can do. Yeah?
Okay.
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 So we're going to go buy bones.
Oh my god. I forgot I was muted. Well, at this point, it's like 9 o'clock at night, basically.
Oh.
A lot of your conventional shops are closed. So, I mean, you can buy bones, but it won't be until the morning unless you're doing something a little more explicit.
Um,
Illicit, I should say, not explicit.
That depends which kind of bone.
yeah. Well, it is a bit late. We had a big day. Really appreciate you guys helping me out. If you want, we could try and sample the merchandise. It's not as good as like what we're going to make, but you know, we can always like make sure it works. Have a party.
Yeah, I'm
Party.
game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I thought you said we weren't having a party this weekend.
But we're not going hunting this weekend, and it's not the weekend.
Right.
What day
What
is
day is
Yeah,
it?
it's like the day after the weekend.
Oh, such a bummer for people who actually work, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're kind of good for right now. We have a plan. We're gonna wake up, get some bones, and then we need a couple other things. Make it a bit. Well, no, we're going. Have to think about how to make it into like a powder.
Yep.
I guess if we just cook it for a really long time,
Can't we
like
just
it
smash
just
it?
Yeah, pound the clams.
ah
He's like straight up holding a hammer with some of the clams in his hand.
no, don't pound the clam. Gotta be gentle with it.
Can we make it a powder if we're gentle? Light taps.
Yeah, yeah. Like taps, that works. Just just gotta coax it open.
And if we find any pearls, they're mine. Just saying.
Yes, yes. All post for Cordelia. But yeah,
Mm.
so once you get the clam open, then you take out all the fleshy bits. Then you chop it up, and you just put it in like a drink. Like you have a bit, and then you shoot, and yeah, it's a good time.
You know, I'm sure our servants have a good recipe for clams. So, like, if they make something with the clams and then we eat the clams.
Yeah, might take a bit longer, but yeah. What if we made aphrodisiac food? Open up like a shop,
Mm.
or like at the party we serve hors d'oeuvres, or yeah, those little hand things.
Edible arrangements.
Yeah, everyone loves those.
Yes, but they help you arrange things.
Yes. So yeah, are we just going to have a party tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So you guys start shucking oysters?
No, the servants do that. Were you paying attention to us?
I kind of stopped listening a while ago.
That's good for your health.
Yeah. I can feel my IQ dropping with every bit of roleplay I do.
100%.
The fact that I don't have to manage this is even funnier. So your servants come in and they start opening up the clams and getting the meat out and start making more or less like a nice white wine, like not a soup, like a boil mixed in with a couple of with stored apples and pears that have been saved throughout the winter times, chopped up, put right in. It is a beautiful pairing of like the clam, like the tanginess of the clam, but then also like the sweetness of the apple and the pear, also mixing in with a white wine that has been boiled off. So now it's like just this medley of food that's wafting through the manor at this point, and you guys start eating it. And well, we're gonna cut to the fireplace there. So the morning after, and you guys are hungover. Cordelia, you somehow have your bra up on a ceiling fan that doesn't exist.
It's just a mage hand going around.
This unseen service is taking their job really seriously.
Who put my bra up there? Who did that?
Oh, sorry. There's me.
Why? It's my
Well,
favorite bra. Babe, like, that's my favorite bra.
Well,
How am I gonna get that back now, babe?
I don't know. Whose hand is it?
I don't know. Whose hand is it? You put it up there.
I thought it would have fallen by now.
But
What?
it's still up there, babe.
Start throwing bits of like stale bread to try and knock it down. Nope. Whiffed it. Mulligan.
Fine, I guess I'm just gonna go without a bra today. I guess I'll just go without a bra. That's fine. Whatever.
Yim, I don't want to alarm you, bro, but like, stuff works real good, but like, it kind of hurts now. It lasted for about 4 hours, and
Oh,
yeah.
Yours wore off after 4?
How long did yours take?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
huh.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we didn't have that problem this night.
well, we know that it works, so hooray. Buddy, I'm sorry. This isn't going to be pleasant for anyone. This is going to hurt me as much as it hurts you.
What are you doing?
Uh,
What the fuck are you doing? Boy,
Oh no.
answer me!
you have to,
You're doing me a concern!
You have to almost lance it.
So the morning proceeds on, and and you go out to find bones. What the fuck?
You've seen Meet the Fockers.
Oh my
No, I
God.
haven't.
Oh. Yeah, Robert De Niro's character has that issue.
Oh my
No.
God.
No.
And yeah.
Yeah. I don't need to hear anymore. By the way, take 10 units off. Take 10 units.
Reminded.
It's like, if y'all not me keeping count, that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nope. 10 is why it's still going. Oh.
Mm.
Ugh.
So are we at the place with bones?
Yes, there's a bone place. It's-
Not where we just were.
no.
The Silverfin condo is now Bone Palace.
The bone palace.
Oh.
So okay, what kind of a seller are you going to? You going black market? Are you going butcher? Are you going like a game store, basically?
I guess game.
Okay,
Like,
so
I don't think we need to go to black market with everything.
that's fair. So being a part of your father's hunting rituals earlier in your life, before you realized you weren't really taking to the idea of hunting other than going out just to drink. Arthan, you know of the Ebon Moon, which is like a game store, which like your dad would go to find like the finest arrows, and talk uh basically talk shop about game that they had hunted in the recent areas and whatnot. And so they do sell like fine game jerky and whatnot, but also animal parts that go along with said things, because this is also a really well-known place for not so much as taxidermy, but to officiate the fact that a great kill has been made, and kind of a central proving ground for for gamesmen in Ashhorn's Hollow. So at this point, you walk into the Ebon Moon, and this place basically kind of reeks like it reeks like a fine furred animal, kind of like when you smell a deer pelt. It's very much like that, but you see what looks to be very beautiful, like unstrung bows that have been placed into like beautiful cases mounted along the wall, as well as like a griffin's head, like a giant's hand. uh there seems to be a couple of animals that you don't immediately recognize. There's one with more like a panther like head, but it's not exactly panther because the jaw's splitting down and out.
Hmm.
and and so those are just the walls. The Everything that's aligned along the centers is more or less like your ammunition, so more well crafted arrows with very beautiful decal, like feathers and everything that goes with it. It's basically like, yeah, it's a game store. And so, oh, just give me un momento, please. Did not think I'd have to bring up a list of bones today.
I don't think any of us were ready for what today became.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
We should go for the giant hand. Get those giants.
Okay. So you're gonna do something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Let me set the scene up. I'm sorry. Just I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm like, you just want to go for it? Go, 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 go. Just,
Yeah, just
I just deal with it. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Leave me alone. That is not actually true. So in behind the counter looks to be like an older gentleman, looks to be 60s, like 60s human, very like tanned skin, almost as if like uh been basically out in the sun his whole life. Large, like not scraggly beard, but really well kept, except for a couple like scar marks that go right across the cheek that indicate that this motherfucker got hit by something. And and the decal that he's wearing right now is more or less just kind of a casual tunic and a little bit of an overlay, like a overcoat, because it's still kind of chilly. But uh, he looks up. Yes, how can I help you?
Oh, hi. Yes. Nice to meet you. My name's Yim. These are my friends and lady friend Cordelia. Uh, and we are looking to acquire some bones of a giant.
Giant bones? Of course, we've got some here. Well, uh, is there anything else that you're specifically looking for here? Just giant bones?
Yeah, just plain old giant bones.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got many of those. Anything in particular? A femur, toenail, a finger,
Uh,
arm, forearm.
I don't know. Cordelia, what do you think?
Well, we'll probably need like multiple. So maybe just like the whole lot. Like how many giant bones do you have?
Oh, we've got quite a few here, and different styles as well. We've got hill giants. We've got a storm. We had a storm giant come through here, but most of those parts have been outgoing. We more or less have like a bit of a finger tip on that one. There was I believe there was a fire giant as well. That's pretty much about it, really. Most of it is all hill giant.
Well, giants are fine. Those guys are horny fuckers anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, of course I'm going to do that, but so you're going for the whole lot?
Oh, just, collecting.
I don't need a reason why you need them.
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked. Sorry. I was having
No,
another conversation in my head. Never mind.
uh, Cordelia, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's great. He's wonderful.
Well, anyway, beside me. So, what we have here is we more or less have a foot, a finger, and a forearm. That's all we have left of our hill giant that we've carved and
I thought you said you had a
allocated.
femur.
That's extra, my dear.
Well, you know money isn't an issue.
Well, is it?
No, you know who my daddy is.
I'm sorry, you never give me a last name.
Cordillia Silverfin. Gosh.
Oh, Silverfin. Oh, yes, I know your father. I know Creel. Oh, lovely fellow. Eh,
Exactly. So yes, we need a few femurs because those are the biggest bones. So like if we have a few of those, and based on the amount of clams that we have, we should be able to get the whole lot.
Works for me.
So that's femur, toe. I'm making notes. I'm making notes of myself.
Yeah.
How many bones will we need to do what we're trying to do, DM? Oh, great, powerful, wonderful
I
God.
mean, giant bones. They are quite big. They're quite heavy. So one, like, depending on what you cut up, but in reality, like a segment of a finger. So like this little bit right here
Yeah.
will more or less be able to do like it'll do a lot. You don't you basically need to get the essence from it, so basically marrow. And for the sake of magical D&D stuff, all parts have marrow in it. But
Maybe just the femurs.
but yeah, you'd be able to basically extract the essence from it. Uh so in reality you're kind of overbuying for 100 units of clams, but if you're planning on mass producing, pre-loading might not be a bad idea.
Mhm.
Express that to him. What do we want to do? Do we want to just buy enough for the units we have now and then come back once we've like figured out our chain of distribution and everything like that? Or do we want to just like get everything now?
I I guess we can just start with the femurs because that has the most, and then
So we'll just get one femur then.
Yeah, Fabian, been perfect. That'd
Just
be
one femur.
great. Perfect. So just femur. And what was I also gonna write? I don't remember anymore.
And it's gone.
I actually got it back.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So at that point, you have that. You have two ingredients that'll create. Well, that'll create a start of what you're trying to do.
Cool.
So at that point, you go back and do what? Do you try and how do you synthesize all this, or at least try to like, how do you say extract this marrow?
yeah. Okay. Arthan, Cullen, need your muscles here. So, this big bone that we got, we need the stuff inside of it. And the bone's really hard. So I need you guys to break it open so that we can get all the good stuff on the inside of it.
Bro, did you know there's stuff inside bones?
Isn't it more bone?
That's what I thought.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard then. We just gotta smash it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just be a bit careful. Like if you do smash it, just make sure you smash it a little bit. Like really, we want it split in two, like long way, split in two
So
long
get an
parts.
axe. Okay.
Okay, just make sure you don't mash it up. We don't want little bits of bone.
Okay.
Just one smack, and then we can scoop it all out. Okay? Okay. Your sister and I are gonna go get a couple more things. So if you guys can do that, and then yeah. Oh, and if you could take out the bits, or get the servants to take out more bits of the clams and put them all in like a bucket or something while we're gone, and then yeah, we should be ready to go when we come back.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Remember, one cut Or if you can do 2 long pieces, that's what we want. We don't want smashing. Do not smash.
No smashing.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Cordelia, I think we need like a couple more things just to make it a little more, like we're making a powder. So what else do we need?
Great, wonderful DM.
So we have a liquid. We have, I
You
guess,
have the bone. You have the bone marrow, which will be your yeah. So you have the clams, the liquid, to bind it together. Then to bind it all together, you'll need something to do it to give it a drying factor. And then do you care about taste at all? Because it's probably not going to taste that good.
yeah, maybe we should get something tasty, like just to mask it.
Okay.
What-
Something like fragrant.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about roses? What if we get like a whole bunch of roses? Because that's an aphrodisiac too. Like when you buy me roses, you know?
I know I did that once, and I was like, "Wow!"
My outfit just came right off like quicker than you could blink, right? So like if we get roses, those smell really good. So when you're like, it'll smell great.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So we'll get rose petals, and
Yeah.
then what should we do to like dry it out? Like wood chips, sawdust.
Why not sawdust? That's not really great for you.
Huh?
I don't know. What makes me dry?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I've never done it.
Okay, to expedite. Well, everything you're kind of creating sort of more or less like a superfood, like a magically enhanced superfood. So if you're looking to dry things out, best thing would probably be a shortening agent, maybe some flour.
Okay,
We got flour and flowers.
yeah, it's easy. That's it.
Cool.
We'll go get those. Your brothers are gonna like get the stuff ready, and then when we come back, we should be able to get going.
Okay,
Great.
so Cullen and Arthan, sorry. Make dexterity checks for me, please.
Boy. Oh boy.
Uh,
You, sh- you should
And
be
how are you
okay.
guys like doing this?
With
Oh,
an axe.
Yeah,
Like,
so there's a
is one
wood
of you
splitter's
holding it?
axe. There would be a wood splitter's axe on the premises because I mean, how else are you going to heat the place, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
all right.
I mean, there are magical ways to do it, but wood is still a very effective way of heating a home.
Mhm. Be glad that we're really dexterous.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a natural 20 from me.
Okay.
Nice.
7.
For,
Afraid about it being a natural one.
7.
7.
yeah.
So you basically take you take the femur and uh Tom, you're Cullen?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cullen, you're not like you may not be very smart, but using an axe you're quite proficient with because I mean you've done some basic chores and around the house, but you've also learned how to kind of fend and survive for yourself before you decided to take servants with you out in the wild. So at this point, you are actually pretty proficient with an axe and you're pretty dexterous with it as well to the point where it's almost artisanal. Where you can like find you just know where to hit to crack something open because you've done it with like a bunch of like really large hardened nuts or like any sort of like well encased rocks that you've just wanted to smash. You'd be like, you see the vein, you're like, ah, perfect. Clink!
No.
As you know, as bored kids do.
Yeah.
But you find the grain inside the bone, and it weaves beautifully throughout the length of the femur. So at that point, you're just lightly hitting this spot enough to get a blade, like a blade width in there to kind of just break it open. And you just go down a little bit further, move it out a little bit. And as soon as you get tired, you're like, okay, I've got this pretty darn far. You hand it off to Arthan. One hit, it smashes open, but because you did such a good job at pre-splitting everything open, it basically you quartered it perfectly.
Nice.
You just needed the one shock to really snap it open. And inside you see the marrow.
Bro, where's the other bone?
I thought you had it.
No, I mean like the bone that's supposed to be inside the bone, because all I'm seeing is this weird goopy stuff.
Did we break the wrong bone?
I mean, it's the only bone we've got. Well, let's just dig through the goopy stuff and maybe the other bones underneath that.
All right. Just start scooping in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, you Cordelia, Yimmer, you come back in.
Oh, great! You got it. Oh, no! Don't stop! What you doing? You did good. You did great. That just stop, and it's perfect. Put the paste back into the bone.
Oh, okay. Bro, he's way nicer than Dad.
True.
Okay. So, great job, guys. You got the marrow. That stuff on your hand, that sticky, weird stuff, that is marrow. Okay? So, you did good. It tastes a bit weird. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, you need to cook it a little. Don't worry, we're gonna make something great with it. So, you guys bring it over here. And we're gonna scrape that into this pot here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Bring it over, follow the instructions. Cullen licks the stuff again at least one more time because he forgot how bad it tastes.
And it tastes very, very bad. It's
Yeah.
like oh, what's the best way I could describe it? It's like glue with sawdust in it. You just get
Ugh.
that kind of like
man.
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. And very nickely.
yeah.
Just doing that for the rest of the night.
Basically. So you gather all these components together, and you realize that maybe you should probably add a sweetener to it just to kind of really make it more palatable at this point. So you add, for the sake of it, honey.
We go to an apiary, we buy all their honey, and then we come home.
No, we're not role playing this. No. So at that point, you start mashing it all together. So at this point, I would who's doing what job to kind of bind everything together and kind of make it. And
I think
what's the
Yimmer would.
what's the process?
So
I'm definitely
mix the
stirring.
marrow and the clam flesh together.
Okay.
Start cooking it. Add the flour to it slowly.
Yeah.
And then basically reduce it down
Yeah, you'll start like you'll put the rose petals in as well
Yeah, towards the end.
towards the end, as well as the honey to kind of make sure everything's evened out and sweetened and
Yeah.
enough, right?
And then once it's like a very thick, liquidy blue paste,
Yeah.
we're going to pour it out of the pot into a wide sheet.
Yep.
And just let it, I guess, solidify and cool there.
Okay, so as it'll take you about an hour to have this whole process kind of from start to finish and putting it in, but I just need to do this. Oh, now you decide to be this way?
Uh,
I literally just made you guys do a Legend of Zelda fetch quest.
Excellent.
I'm not going to make you roll for it because honestly, this was just really fun doing this. You pull this out and you smell basically like the honey and the rose petals wafting off this basically kind of like a basically like a shortbread that you've made. And it's really nice hued blue. You take it in your hand and it doesn't crumble like you think it would because it's not that dry. It actually it handles quite well. It's pretty dang solid, and when you cut into it, it breaks evenly and crisply. So you can break this up into little portions. But you guys have a gentleman's helper, a gentleman's helper portion of thing. But here's the thing. Because of the marrow of the hill giant, it has hill giant strength added to it.
Oh no.
I had a feeling
This is so bad.
things are gonna get wild.
There's gonna be so many broken beds.
Just a bunch of giant horny people.
As far as I remember, hill giant strength is automatically set to 19.
Yeah, that's
You gotta watch what ingredients you put in there.
can do altar positions now.
With that, I'm gonna say the Constitution is added on top of that just by happenstance. But I mean, yeah, but like, yeah.
There's gonna be so many broken beds. On the plus side, the bed market's gonna increase.
We're helping the economy here.
Yeah.
You know, the economy will be booming after us.
That ain't the only thing.
Yeah. The population may boom as well.
Yeah.
Children conceived under the gentleman's helper are not liable for any damages that may happen in the womb.
Baby comes out and just full Nelson's the doctor.
You wanted to make a drug, god damn it, you made a drug.
Oh, this has implications.
But the thing is,
Is this how Reedon was born?
Just give me a second. I'm writing this out so that way you guys.
Shit, imagine Bree and Spleen getting this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Everything is non-canonical in this story.
Uh,
Such a fever dream Yimmer has.
It was, he just wakes up after being pissed off one night and on a shroom.
And
No,
it's like,
I'm not taking that
yes.
away from you guys. I'm just like, you created a drug. What am I gonna fucking do?
And now Team Them is gonna have to deal with this drug.
Yeah.
First it was
Fire.
mushrooms. Now it's the little blue bread.
Yeah.
little blue bread. Uh-oh.
The bread isn't the only thing rising.
That's the slogan.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Okay.
Just give me a
Um,
second.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess how are we?
Well, we take some back to the big boss. And then we go to like various apothecaries and we're like, hey, we have this product. Would you like this product? Your
Yeah.
business
yeah.
will boom.
Well, I thought we were gonna like share it with your friends and then
That too.
yeah. So do we
Okay.
want to do that first? Like get the
Well-
insiders?
so at this point, that would be like what you got. What the amount of units of clams that you use would basically be half. So you have 45 clams
Good.
left to do all this. One hill giant femur worth of stuff. So we're doing this, and I'm sending this into the chat. I might do some changes, or at least
Mm-hmm.
some editing further along. But I want you guys to know that that's the initial idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
This has been wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if we did the storm giant
Oh
Oh,
my god.
or the fire giant.
Oh God.
Um,
I can have a lot of fun with this little mechanic.
yeah. Oh my god, the bed is on fire. No, the bed is on fire.
oh my god.
It's just a flamethrower.
Oh no.
The creators of Gentleman's Aid is not responsible for any deaths or injury occurred while using our product.
Oh my god. It's like Hancock. Throw her to the side and just point at the ceilings. That's just not fair to anybody.
I think I'm done. That's it. No more.
Yeah. We have successfully created.
You've successfully created. Okay, let's hold on. Yeah. You know what? I want to keep this series going in case in case the big two don't somehow just don't come. But
Yeah, I think this is an okay time to.
yeah,
Yimmer's
I-
side story.
for oh my god. You're talking about breaking Falskalla. This literally is breaking Falskalla.
Yeah.
But please do note that this will mold and decay without proper preservatives added in.
I'm sorry, what?
Like your helper is all naturally made. You don't have any.
Damn straight, it's all natural.
Yeah,
No
but it will
preservatives.
You need to add preservatives to it to
God
do
damn it.
that. But if you do that, that's probably going to dilute the efficacy. So
I need this much right now. But when we start putting the preservatives in, you might need a little bit more. And if you continue to use it, you might need a little bit more.
yeah.
Well,
You may
that sounds-
naturally build. I can't find the word that I'm looking for.
Immunity,
That's it.
resistance.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a good business model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tried and
What if
tested, from what I can tell.
I want to thank everybody for staying around for our madness tonight. Before we get off, no, not that way, but we got to go into tonight's ending announcements.
Yeah.
So I want to take it away.
I will try. I'm attempting to warm my brain cells back up enough to read the script I wrote. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us on this very, very special episode of Falskallan Nights. Thanks again to D&D Beyond for sponsoring us. Thanks for the same for FX May Vary. I don't know if you all are going to continue sponsoring us after this. I mean, thanks, of course, to Mama Bear, who, in honor of what we did tonight, will be serenaded in the ineffable style of Frank Sinatra. For what is our stream? What have we got? Without Mama Bear, then we have not. You keep us strong with Patreon. You do it your way. So, thank you. Or to check out our Patreon account if you'd like to reference me, or if you'd like to have me reference decades-old Viagra commercials in your honor. Take some time to peruse our merch while you're still here, and check out some of the other brilliant streams that, to my knowledge, have not created anything like this yet. Take from that what you will. We've got the Oops All Bards Party of Melody of the Maelstrom on every other Monday. Not all of the characters are bards, but every player is a musician of some sort, including two people from FX May Vary. If you're looking for something a little more mechanical, hop on over to Twitch on Tuesday nights to get your off-brand Gundam on with Project Aegis, a hard-hitting Lancer adventure. And as always, feel free to hit us up on Discord if you want to keep an ear to the ground for any future developments or figure out what the fallout from this is going to be when the mods find out. JT, take us home.
I am a
We
mod.
love you, Otter.
Oh my god. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys next week, whether or not we do Breaking Falskalla or Falskallan Nights. I love you all. Please stay sane. For my sake. Do you dare to imagine?